Hello and good evening, and how are we? Let us start with some sage. Let's do some sage. Good evening, everyone. Let's burn some shit and make it happen. How are we? Make it happen. Hello? I almost feel like I need my glasses because I'm so... I can't see, but I hope that it's all right. How are we? Ines and Freedom. Anki! Oh my God, Anki, Mia looks stunning. How good is that? How are we all? Alex, whoa, Lucy, Jordana, good evening. It's going to be a buzzing evening. I can see that already. I hope you're all well. Hope that everything is flowing with you. We're going to talk tonight about, are you a peacemaker or a peacekeeper? Just a pizza. What is it? Well, Chris, thank you so much for popping by. Came back late. So the day had started really early, and this is now the end of it. I'm not in Mullumbimby or Byron Bay. I'm here in Caulfield. I hope that all is good with you. How have you been? What's been happening? Ines sent a message to Lenza. She said she's coming, but she's doing it in Lenza time. All right, so hello, Cara. Hello, Diana. Here we go. Just burning a little bit. Tell me, how are you? How was your week? How was that massive, intense week? It's been so weak. Gina, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope that everything is going well with you. I can tell you that the energies are tough. The light, exactly. The energies are really happening. It's the real war between the light and the dark. And we know that the light has won. It's just that the dark is already just trying to almost seduce us in believing that we didn't, but we totally have. So if you're feeling that you've been challenged or you've been big decision energy, yeah, for sure. It's epic. The time at the moment is epic. And I can tell you that a lot of light workers are actually struggling at the moment. And it's like there will be dilemmas. It is not simple yet. I just feel that I need to burn some more. Inhale it, breathe a little bit. Come on. Just a little bit of sage here happening. Yes. Hello, Carrie. So, what is happening at the moment is that we are between the full moon. We're heading into eclipse. There's going to be the eclipse seasons, and there's going to be a lot of challenges. What are those challenges? Is what do we choose? Do we choose the light or do we choose the dark? Do we choose to overcome or do we choose to be suppressed? And that is bringing us today to, are you a peacekeeper or are you a peacemaker? So I went for my walk, was in Byron, actually Mullumbimby. I was talking to a friend, and he was telling me, well, peace, there are some people this, some people that, and I'm like, let me tell you what's the difference is. Firstly, what do you think that you are? Are you a peacekeeper? Are you suppressing yourself? Are you trying to keep everything nice and neat and as such? Or are you a peace maker that you will go and you will fight for things? Are you coming from love or are you coming from fear? What and where are you? Or at least, what have you been and where are you now? Because a peacekeeper is coming from suppression, coming from fear, coming from, I'll just keep everything and everyone the same. Shh, we'd better do that. And a peacemaker will go to war in order to protect their own values and morals and epicness. So which one are you? Do you feel that you take responsibility for who and what you are? Or do you feel that you allow others? Sorry, now it's been too much smoking. Or do you feel, Shalom Jade, or do you feel that others take the action for you when you are supposed to shift and to move? Oh, Her Highness Queen Lenza joined us, thank you. So who or what are you? Are you a peacekeeper or a peacemaker? Will you go and fight for all your values and morals, or will you just stay quietly and don't worry and I won't do anything and I won't say anything? As soon as you know who and what you are going to connect to your true essence. Okay? Because you need to decide on your own values and morals where they are and what they are. And we need to allow ourselves to stay connected to your truth. And what is your truth? Is whatever it is. Whatever it is that you choose to have and to be, that is what's going to happen. And the truth is one. There is one God, one love, one support, one energy. No matter how you look at it. And it's all about your connection to your own guiding light. Not dark. There is no dark. There's actually no dark. It's just the lack of the light. Okay? I just came back before. I've done a house clearing and someone died. Someone died at that house. And I could tell exactly where it was. And I could see exactly, I could feel it exactly on the bed, exactly. And she said, that's where I'm sleeping. And she was the one who felt it because her husband didn't. So once that we has shifted that, once that we have changed the energy, hi Sarah, once that we have changed that energy, boom, it was clear, it was gone. So no matter what or where you're looking at, it is about you shifting and moving your energy. If there is a stagnant energy, move it. If it's in your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, social, family or work, move it, shift it. Where do you feel that you're stuck at the moment? And does it mean that it suppresses who you are and what you are? If you're stuck on your physical, you might not be able to go for your walks or your exercise, and that will inhibit some dopamine happening here. Hello, Linton and Penny. And that will inhibit who and what you are, okay? So you need to shift it. If it's the emotional body, it could be depression, anxiety, sadness, not feeling good. Could be just as well feeling so blah, feeling so tired. And that doesn't work either. Mental, you're doing your head in and you're moving through things. Now that, if you're overwhelmed or if you can't handle, that is automatically puts you in the fight, flight, or freeze. And when you're in the fight, we all in the fight, flight, freeze, boom, you have done the PTSD, you have done the trauma, you have this whoosh of heat coming through your body, which is the wave of adrenaline, noradrenaline, and other stressful hormones, and they washes your body and saying, on guard, we are ready to go, we are ready to fight, what are we doing? Whilst we actually need to stop and say, the war is over. There's no war. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. But if you cannot chill, if you cannot be relaxed, you will start to spin yourself in this whirlwind of emotions and of stress. Does that make sense? And do you have any questions? So once that you've done the physical, emotional, mental, comes the spiritual body. When you're doing the spiritual body, it can be the stress, okay? When you're doing the spiritual body, the stress could be in your faith, in your hope, in your ability to stay above the ground. And it means that you can be blocking yourself from all solutions, okay? Who was it? I had someone this week. Yes, there was someone who rang me. It was last week. It was last Thursday. Someone who rang me and said they booked for a session, but then they couldn't make it. It was while I was away, actually, and they couldn't make it, but they have decided that because that their setting of what they were thinking didn't work out, it won't work out. And I said, hang on, you should have called me, because I could have relocated the place of the healing to come to my friend's house rather than at their house. And she was like, oh, I didn't think about it. Yet you went and you canceled, you prevented your own healing. I'm moving, I'm checking how I'm moving. You prevented your own healing because of your perception of how things can be. And that is what's happening when people are actually in fight, flight, freeze. And I said, you just need to speak it, and together we can work out what to do or not to do. Does that make sense? Tanya, you're Janine's friend. Can you text her to join us? So, do you avoid confrontation? Do you find yourself avoiding confrontation? Do you find yourself avoiding certain situation or people because you don't want to I guess, or you're trying to avoid that there will be disagreement, okay? Whether it's disagreement, whether you cannot express what you really think, maybe you have different opinion from that person, but because that they're so vocal or strong or noisy or as such, you say, oh, I won't do it. Lucy, any? So when you are looking at the amount of time that you lost sleep, anxiety, good energy, it's like it's no good. So are you willing to confront yourself and say to yourself, I am valid, I am powerful, I am strong, I am present. I need to be here and to do what I need to do in the best possible way. Pardon me. And if you are doing it in the best possible way, there's no confrontation, because you are allowed, you are requested really to ask and to speak up who you are and what you are. Why does someone else's opinion, I'm talking on an equal level, is better than yours? Why does someone else's way, authority, and I'm talking when you're doing legal, I'm not talking not legal, okay? Don't be tricky here. Because let's say I know someone who lived with her cousin in the house, but because that she lived in a way that kind of, she didn't pay much rent, she felt obliged, even though she didn't need to clean the house and to clean the house and to do, is that Kelly Turner? To clean the house, to do the cooking, to do the laundry, simply like the housewife, even though that she had a full-time job as well. And why is that? Wouldn't it better just to pay the rent and to finish with it? Even if you don't have the money and it wasn't even in the expectation, you do not have to lower yourself or feeling obliged to do a certain thing that you don't have to do. If it hasn't been agreed, if it hasn't been asked from you, and there's a lot of couples, not just cousins or friends, there's a lot of couples that somehow they take on themselves that certain role when it's not really their roles, when it's not agreed. Why? Because one is a male or one is a female, or even if it's the same gender, who cares? You do what you do because you want to, not because you're feeling obliged to. Okay? So that means it's about boundaries. That means it's about discipline. That means that it's about being in control. That means that it's about courage and bravery. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions? You know, because when you are avoiding confrontations, well, that's what I'm talking to you from. When you are avoiding confrontation and living quietly under the radar because you are trying not to make any waves and because that you're trying to stay quietly, Yasu and hello Anna and hello TD, you are actually suppressing who you are and what you are. You're actually abusing yourself. You are so afraid from the external abuse, yet you're abusing yourself. And what happened when you abuse yourself? You don't need anyone else to do it. You're just sitting there quietly, and then it affects the physical body, emotional body, mental body. Can you see the pattern? Can you see what's happening there? And once that you're doing all of that, that is already sitting and affecting you to shift, to move, and to create a different point of view. So have you ever suppressed yourself or repressed yourself or avoided confrontation because you were scared of what is happening there? Have you or have you not? Yes. Do you know that cousin by chance there? Let's just say that cousin is a metaphor, okay? But then they don't even appreciate you. They don't appreciate you. They take you for granted. They take what you do from your care for granted. But then you can't say anything anymore because you have subscribed and created that role for yourself. And that's it. It is done. It is stuck. Okay? So this is where we need to shift, to change, to move the energy so you will actually be loyal to yourself. I've watched before a little clip. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a narcissist. Really? Why are you telling me that? Because I wanna smooth you and good you and juice you, make you fall in love, so then I can actually hurt you later. You know? So those are the red flags that you need to look at. These are the things that you actually need to see. And you know, sometimes I start my lectures and I'm saying, especially if I'm talking about empaths, and I'm like, are there any narcissists in the house? No, they won't, because they will never admit it. Why? Because then people who had trauma and they have like attachment style that belong to the trauma, it will be gone. It will be gone. So you need to allow yourself to connect to the right vibrational people that will lift your energy, not reduce it, not anything. Unless you're with someone who is the same vibration, but you need to strive to lift each other up and to connect on a higher level. Does that make sense? Because you are all, you, me, with you. We are all connected through the divine love, through the divine light. And once that we are connected through the light, nothing can move it. Nothing can shift it. So, in how do you call it? Human design. I think I'm a generator, or generated manifest. I think I'm a generator. And it was very simple in the reading that I got. It was very simple because it's like, does it excite you or not? Does it make you happy or not? This is how I check if I'm going to do something or not. If it excites me, even if there's a little bit of fear, if let's say if I'm doing something like, I don't know, when I've done skydiving, I called it a very connecting to God experience because it was like, oh my God, oh God, God. And then you jump. Even though I was scared of it, I was so excited. I knew I had to do it. So I need you to discern and to pay attention. What is the right thing? Is it through? Is it fear like, oh my God, no, it's a bad? Or is it through, oh my God, it's exciting and I want to do that? And can I do it? Will I do it? It's a whole different story. But at least you need to bring yourself into that energy space of joy and of happiness. So when you're going to work, do you have joy and happiness? Do you have some form of fulfillment? Or I often look as well at work as a part of, you might go there for the bread and butter, but then if you get your cream and jam and all kind of joy later, then that's the money that you're saving in order to go and enjoy yourself. Yet, if you're lucky enough to do your job and to be happy all the time, you can only grow and grow and grow. And this is where the excitation needs to come. Now, how will you know whether it's exciting or not? You have to stop and feel. You have to stop and feel and sense and feel whether it's the right thing for you or not. And what is the right thing? To take care of yourself, to love yourself. So in the next Mind, Body, Spirit, that it will happen in November 9, 10, 11, no, 10, 11, 12. I'll be lecturing actually on the main stage, and I'll be talking about, I'll do the 11-11 portal. The 3 days at 11 o'clock. But then I'll do another 2 lectures at the Speaker's Lounge, and it will be inner child, trauma, and self-love. As soon as we get the trauma through, are you in, Lenza? You coming? I need some volunteers. Who's volunteering? I will send a proper list. I'm actually flying on Saturday night, and I haven't even started to do anything, but I'm here with you, committed. That is the main thing. We are here committed to do it, to feel it. Boom. So when we're looking at what is happening, when we are looking and connecting through the heart, through the joy, right? How do we actually, what would you like to know more, Eliza? What makes you happy? Are you a peacekeeper or a peacemaker? Enough with the suppression. I will lift here the torch. The torch of the rebel, the torch of light. Because we need to allow ourselves to be connected through joy. We need to be connected through happiness. If you are with fear, if you are with fear and you're suppressing yourself, then you will not be able to lift and to find your own energy. Does that make sense? So, if you were, which I'm sure most of us were, peacekeepers, and you maintained the peace, who forced you to do that? What was the beginning of it? When did you get punished if you didn't keep the peace? If you were a rebel and you were captured or taken, yes, it will be in Melbourne. Eliza, DM me, send me a message, and I will contact you. I will give that lecture in the Mind, Body, Spirit. That's what I was saying. So when you are connected through the source, the origin of the people that suppressed you, we can go there and rescue the child, because it most likely will be your inner child. And your inner child doesn't know anything else. Literally, today I gave a session to someone, and I could just see the trauma happening there. And it's like the woman transformed from a 50-year-old woman to an inner child, and then back when we brought her back, because the trauma was sitting within the child. The trauma was sitting within the child, because if she was to speak up, it would be very hard results. So she learned to be quiet. The question is, what happens when you are quiet? You are suppressing yourself. And when you are suppressing yourself, you become the peacekeeper, but you are harming and suppressing yourself from the inner parts. Does that make sense? So are you ready to move and to shift? Right? Yes, yes, yes. There is more to do. We can clear it. Come for a session. We will clear it, Eliza. So when you are finding the origin, it is about taking it to the next level and shifting it. How? If you can allow yourself to be a peacemaker, which means that you're just confronting whatever it is that bothers you. You just confront it in the easiest, calmest way. And approaching those people, if it's still worth it, it might not be worth it anymore. If someone has been abused and raped and as such, and the attacker is not available, dead, what will the inner child will still do with the trauma? Okay? 1 of 3 had sexual abuse, women. 1 of 6 men under 18 in Australia had abuse, sexual abuse. Not to talk about the other things that came with. So when you really want to do that and to shift it and to clear it, you need to go to the core, to the source, but with yourself. You are the adult. You are the one who is holding all the tools for your success. Now, it could be physical, emotional, mental, sexual, whatever the abuse was, you had to suppress yourself. So can I ask you, and if you can tell me quickly, where do you feel that you're still suppressed? Where are you still suppressed? Write to me. Write. Come on. Where are you still suppressed? Is it in the physical, emotional? Is it relationship? Is it social? Someone rang me today. She was blamed in bullying at work. She didn't really. Her voice was so angelic and such a fairy. But someone else wasn't happy with what they told them, what that person told them as the boss, and they put a complaint. And now the person is suspended. What? How? Why? Because that someone said it. Do you understand? That's not on. So we're going to change that. We're going to shift that. Because this is not on. How are you going to support yourself, to love yourself, to make yourself one, aligned with your values and morals? Okay? This is what's happening. You are not going to allow them. Write to me. I don't see anyone writing. Are you feeling suppressed in any way? Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual? Where is the suppression? I so need a glass of water. Can anyone get me a glass of water? Your voice, Queen Lenza. The statistics, yeah, they are the reality. They are the reality. So, come on. Where are you still suppressed? I think Facebook is frozen. I don't get anything from Facebook. Can anyone on Facebook just write me a word, please? Voice, okay? So we need to be able to speak up, because what would have happened when you spoke? What would happen if you spoke and you were shut down, right? The consequences, hi Dov, the consequences are too harsh. If you speak and you can't see, anyone in Facebook can send me a message? If you do, can you send me like a WhatsApp if you can't see me? Lucy, are you still there? Penny, are you still there? I can't see any of the messages, unfortunately. So when you are connected to your inner true self from that core personality, what is the deal? You're connected to love. Is there even any fear there? No, the fear is not relevant, because you are all connected to the essence of what it is. And the essence is your true values. So what we can do is actually to ask from that inner child of yours that is still terrified and doesn't have a voice, is not feeling its full essence, to change, to shift, and to go to that adult in you that now knows what's right and what's not. Now knows all the healing that you have done. Now knows how amazing you are. Okay? And let's go and make peace. Let's go and make things ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono means making things right, real right. Okay? Once that you are making things pono in Hawaiian, it's the opposite of pilikia. And pono is this. Pono is double right. But the real meaning of ho'oponopono is making things right, real right. It doesn't mean suppression. It means let's sit and talk about what bothers us. Let's make it work. Okay? Because in our trip to Uluru, and a few of you are watching here, on our trip to Uluru, when I took you to Katajua, and we have spoken, and then you allowed your voice to release, to scream, to let it go. Because there was a council there of the wise people, of the custodian, that listened, and you could actually own yourself and become that people that you are. Do not suppress who you are and what you are. Hold it. Connect to it. So where do you still feel suppressed? Is it in your voice? Someone else? Jesus. Who else? Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Are you still suppressed? Do you still want to connect? Do you still want to join? Do you still want to do it? It was liberating. The next trip to Uluru. Yes, you did scream. The next trip to Uluru is the 22nd to the 26th in March. I have actually received today the confirmation from the hotels, and we can do that. And we can actually, I'm going ahead with that. So that will be it. So, my beautiful friends, still on Facebook, I can't get any response. Is there anyone here on Facebook that can write me a personal message, please? So, what's next? What will it feel to own it, who you are and what you are? How will it feel to actually be the captain of your own ship? Liberating, free. I've added here today another word here. You know, where you're the peacekeeper, you're actually just living. You're just living on crumbs. And I don't want crumbs. I want the full effing bakery. Okay? No crumbs. Don't let anyone sell you crumbs. You want the full effect of your life. Okay? So, what are you still attached to? What are you still attached to that you... Thanks, Lucy. No, I can't see any of the messages. I'm not sure why. What can I say? As long as you can still hear me, I apologize in the name. But Penny, can you send me a message? Because I can't see the message. Sorry, Insta. That was... Yes, Lenza, full bakery. That's what happens when you do two phones parallel. What can I say? So, are you ready to actually embark on who you are and what you are? If you are, let's do a little process. Lack of recognition. Good girl status. Not causing drama. Whoa, whoa. Can you agree with me? Insta wins. Can you move to Insta? This is just next phone here. Would you like to do a little process? Would you like to do a little process to take your little boy or girl and make things right? To do a little ho'oponopono? Shall we do that? So let's do that. Because I don't know even if I'm talking to someone or not, because everything is like, hi, Penny, you jumped. That's okay, you jumped phone. Let us do that, okay? So I want you to take, if you can, once that you're recognizing where is the pain and where does it sit. And I would like you to recognize the place where it's sore, where it's hurting, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, just find it. Okay? Try to connect to one occasion when you have suppressed yourself. Okay? When you have suppressed yourself. And what we're doing with that, we actually need to rectify it and to finish it. So who hurt you there? Why did they hurt you? Probably because they could. But they misused their power for sure. So how do we do this? I want you to take your adult self. Take your adult self with the child. Identify the child. And go to the person that actually harmed you. And once that you're connecting to that person, I want you as the adult, protect the child and say to them, what happened? Why did you do that? What made you do that? Whatever conversation that you need to have. Can you do that for 5 seconds, please? Well, I'll try to light some more, smoke the house a little bit more. So what happened? Why did you allow it to happen? What made you hit, rape, shout, bully, not listen, maybe not being responsible for the child that you were? Okay? So I want the adult in you to make the ho'oponopono and confront, help you, the little child, confront the attacker, confront what had happened. And once that you do that, you, the adult, right here, right now, actually have more control, and you are able to shift it and to move it and to make things right. Because now you have a voice. Now, Amanda, if someone will take the fence off, you have a voice. You can go to the lawyer, you can go to the police, you can call someone, you can call the council. Now you have tools. A lot of time, what we forget, that children don't have the tools that you have. What? Can the child drive? No. Can the child do something else? No. What is happening is that it is you, the adult, that now have different resources to solve it and to shift it and to move it. And that is what we want. So I need you to connect to that. Boom, make it happen. Okay? Do you think that you can make it happen? As soon as you are bringing the adult of you, as you are now, with the little child that you were then when you were wounded, this is not a little child anymore. This is you protecting them in wherever we go. And as we are going to bring back that power, you become the peacemaker. And you will go to war in order to bring the peace. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Tell me. All right, so then we are, of course, attaching from the consequences, because whatever it is, you've already won. Whatever it is, it's already won. And can I tell you, there is so much jealousy and envy in the world that you don't even realize. But you are here to make the ho'oponopono, to make anything that is wrong right, super right. And once that you do that, boom, the energies have been revived. And remember, we are moving from survive to thrive. Survive to thrive. You are going to allow yourself to shift the energy to that power of thrive. And what does thrive mean? Thrive means that you can achieve anything and everything because you are achieving your own self-actualization. Remember Maslow's pyramid of hierarchy. It's about that self-actualization. And thrive is the way to be. Because thrive makes you invincible. Thrive makes you strong. Thrive makes you be the person that you're supposed to be. Now say, but I don't know what I'm going to be. I don't know what I. Go within. Meditate. Connect. Contact me. We'll speak. We'll try to identify together. But you have the resources because you've done so much work. You have done so much work on yourself that you need to trust now that you can do it. And once that you're doing it, boom, thrive it is. And if we're already speaking about thrive, we need to start to do the readings, right? Janine, thank you for joining us. So I'm giving you the reading today from my deck of cards, from Survive to Thrive by yours truly. You can either get it on my website, thesoulalchemist.com.au, or some bookshops, and Ho'oponopono, Ms. Queen Lenza. Ho'oponopono. So whoever just joined us, you joined us on time just for the reading. We were talking about, are you a peacekeeper or a peacemaker? Remember, a peacemaker has all the boundaries, has the energies, has the ability to come from love. People who are peacekeepers, They are suppressed. They are coming from fear because they're afraid of the... We're not judging the why. We are not judging the why. But we're saying it needs to change. It needs to move. You don't want to be there anymore. Okay? All right. Since I can't see the messages on Facebook, I don't know who's there or who's not. I don't know if you can write it or not. This is so frustrating. I need to have like a little satellite where we can have people connecting from all platforms and we're just doing it. Don't you think? Startup, anyone? Do you want to just do it? And there shall be light. Because that's what we really want to do. We want to connect the world, lift the vibration to the vibration of light. And light it is. All right, I'm shuffling the cards and Facebook people can say, me. There's no one there. So if you want me to give you a reading, just write yes, please, or thank you, or whatever you want. Emma Lewis is joining us. I don't think I can see any. I can see who's joining, but I can't see the messages. So as we spoke, boundaries, strength, and doing. Okay. Opa, we are starting here with everyone. Me. Penny, you're getting here. Politeness. All right. Okay. Facebook, whomever is here, send me a message on Messenger saying me if you want me to read your card. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what's happening. All right. So let's start here. Diana. First one. First of all, let's pull you a card for the 7th, yeah? Your card is, Diana, success. Everybody pray that Diana will get what she wants to get for the perfect price. Success, darling. Hey, I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways to success. I have the magic touch. Emma, thank you for saying me up there. Beautiful. Very good. All right. Lenza. Oh, you didn't say me. You were just talking there. All right. Carrie, I got you as well. Hazel, a card for you. Communication. I'm so sorry that I can't see all your messages. I truly apologize. I'm not sure why. Hazel. Communication. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my emotions in a constructive way. I communicate in a higher form of love. Beautiful. Helena, Yasusina, Eleni. Opening up. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways that fulfill me. Isn't it amazing? Right? Beautiful. I can't see it yet, Janine. Lenza, would you like a card then? Ultimate love. Lenza, ultimate love. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways of love, joy, and happiness. Love, joy, and happiness. Love, exciting, and new. All right, 𝗪𝗓, kia ora. The card for you is strengthening and free. Strengthening and free. The war is over and I am now free. The war is over and I am now free. Okay. Penny, the card for you. Choosing to move and trusting. Choosing to move and trusting. I choose to move forward in my life and I am now willing, ready, and able to fly high. I am now willing, ready, and able to fly high. How good is that? Maria, a card for you is lack of awareness. Lack of awareness. I now choose to raise my vibration and be aware of all that is around me. It could be that there's something around you that you think that is good, but it's actually sticking your energy. Okay, Amanda, the card for you. Amanda, are you burdened at the moment? I now let go of heavy burden. I feel light and free. I feel light and free. That is very good. Okay, who else wants to? You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. 𝗲𝗲𝗰𝗲𝗄𝗎. 𝗲𝗲𝗰𝗲𝗄𝗎 is breaking free. You are breaking free. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. Wonderful. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. Very good. You are all welcome. Fly high. Sunrise, sunrise. Okay. Queen Linda, you're like the narrator here. Yes, I can see. All right, so Jordana, let's do you first. Jordana, your card is expression. Expression. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. How good is that? Carrie, I think you said yes. Carrie, your card is joy. Your card is joy. I am now willing, ready, and able to have and be the joy in my life, which is wonderful. Tanya Woods. Tanya, are you blaming yourself? The card is self-blame. I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and others. Janine, the card for you is cooling down. Cooling down. I no longer feel overly hot and my body temperature is perfect. I am now cool, calm, and collected. I am now cool, calm, and collected. Mel, the card for you is active. Active. I am now active and full of vital energy. I am now active and full of vital energy. I'm not sure who else. Emma, did I give you a card? Emma, I'll give you another card if I didn't. Emma, the card for you is belonging. I now belong. I no longer long for love. I am love. Boom. If I could, I would just throw it, but then I have to go and get it, so I'm not throwing it. If I had someone else to pick them up, something else. Ilanit, are you still here? Ilanit, the card for you is embrace. Embrace. I am now willing, ready, and able to embrace my mind, thoughts, and feelings into all positive expression. I am now willing, ready, and able to embrace my mind, thoughts, and feelings into all positive expression. I'm not sure if there's anyone else. There were a few people here. Anyone else is still here? Francis, the card for you, if you're there, is abundance. The card for you, Francis, is abundance. I am now proud of my achievements and full of gratitude for my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. And you see, this is your pathway to go. This is your pathway to go into the crown and beyond. Because the cards have like 5 layers in them. And it goes from the survive, brings you into the revive, this is the revive, and then it's revive, thrive, and thrive. And what it does, it actually gives you those pathways for the chakras to take your own energy journey with it, because journeying is really good. Auntie Mel, did I give you a card? I'm not sure. Auntie Mel, you are worthy. I am now worthy of love and all the good in the world. I am now worthy of love and all the good in the world. You are welcome, Jordana. Probably I should take myself a card. I am a light worker. It's actually funny, in my book, when I'm talking about identity, my identity is a light worker. Doesn't matter what you're trained to do or not, it's your essence. Why are you doing what you're doing? So the affirmation for a light worker is, I am a light worker. My body is in its perfect expression. Each of my cells and every strand of my DNA are now in ultimate vitality. Wow, how good is that? This is so nice. Okay, anyone else that I didn't? Joe, are you here? Yeah, thank you. Joe, your card is integrity and clarity. Integrity and clarity. I am now willing, ready, and able to be truthful to myself and others. My heart is open and clear. My heart is open and clear. Janine, are you there with Pete? The card for Pete is shine optimistic. Shine optimistic. I am optimistic and now willing, ready, and able to glow and shine my light into the world. And for you, Amanda, are you there with Amy? The card for Amy is lost and broken. What? I am now willing, ready, and able to love myself. It's all about self-love. It's all about self-love. So I'm not sure who is still here or not and still wants the card. Suzanne, the card for you is encouraged. The card for you, Suzanne, is encouraged. I now feel encouraged and excited about living my life into its fullest potential. Into its fullest potential. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Going once, going twice, and getting sold. Get your own deck. So if you want, what card do you want? Is there anyone who still didn't get a card? So what were we talking about today? Being a peacekeeper or a peacemaker? Are you going to suppress yourself and have enough with crumbs as a peacekeeper and suppress yourself? Or are you going to become the peacemaker and look at it for what it is and how it is? And why you are fighting to restore the full light within your inner child. Because that is the core, usually, of all our wounding. Because if something happens to you, doesn't really matter. Stand for your right. Stand for who you are and what you believe in. As long as you know that it fits within the guidance of God, within the guidance of the light, within the guidance of the universe. Because there are nature laws that are happening there. And they are the one that needs to be connected through all energies. Does that make sense? 𝗫𝗄𝗃, but it doesn't look like a 6. Nikki, blame and choosing to change. I am now willing, ready, and able to be successful in all that I do. I am now willing, ready, and able to be successful in all that I do. Okay? Today starts another Jewish holiday called Simchat Torah. Is it today or is it, I think it starts tomorrow. Yes, it is tomorrow. And basically, it's the finish. We finished all the Torah and we're starting it again. And that's where we're going into a new beginning, into a new success, into new power that gives you that joy, that freedom, that strength. Let me just do one more general card. Right. Are you all ready? So just say, I am now willing, ready, and able to be free of my fear. What fears do you hold? Be free of it. You don't need it. If we will change, I'm just saying it now, right? If you will change the letter of fear, just change the letter, you can still read it as free. But this is with an A and this is with an E. But you are free to be who you are at any old times. Because even if you're unmotivated, you can change it into motivation. I am now willing, ready, and able to be motivated and bring the spark back into my life. So beautiful people, first of all, thank you so much for being here and listening. Next week, I will be in the desert. So I'm flying to Israel to do a meditation retreat in Egypt, at the beginning of Egypt, Mount Sinai and Santa Caterina, following the Yeshua pathways of love and support and connecting into the light. I'm going to do 5 days of really deep transformation meditation. I'm basically going to scout places for us to take you all, whomever joins us, of course, to the retreat in Israel, via Jerusalem, from the north to the south and all the way to the south. So we are going to go and to do. So I'm going to check out some places. I could have, should have, would have been in Hawaii, but it has been nuked at the moment. So I'm waiting for my friend to go and to do. And I'm going to visit a little bit in Tel Aviv for 4 nights. So next week I won't be doing the live. I don't think so, unless it will be in the middle of a mountain in Sinai Desert, probably. I'll try. You know what? I'll give it a go. But it will be 1 or 2 o'clock in Israel, so I don't think so. I think we'll be... But tune in. Who knows? You know me. I always have the phone and I can try and make it happen. I will always try and make it happen. But if not, then the following week I'll be in Tel Aviv again, and it will be very easy to do it there. Okay? Last card for everyone. Oh, okay, I won't even have to pull it. Self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. This goes for all of us. And then guess what it will bring us? Enlightenment. Say with me, I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. Nu, hallelujah. And even the word hallelujah, it's praise the Lord. That's what's the meaning of the word hallelujah. Praise God. So this is what it is. And let us do that. Beautiful people, thank you so much for watching. I apologize for the Facebook not functioning, but I hope that you can still hear me and see me properly. If you want, you can always send me a message on my private. Remember, I do today, whatever is not going today, I have a YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to it. It's Sharon Tal, the Soul Alchemist, or the Soul Alchemist. Find me there. I have other 2 pages on Instagram and Facebook. The Soul Alchemist, Soul Collections, and Sacred Union by the Soul Alchemist. Love you lots. Hope you're well. And stay tuned. Mwah. Bye, everyone. Yes, of course, I'll take photos. I'll take heaps of photos. Lots of love.